Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to the eXPodcast, guys. This is episode number 5. We're gonna keep on going with the numbers that we did previously, so we'll keep it going that way. But welcome. It's me, John, and it's my buddy Kevin right here.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Smith here. What's up?
So we're gonna recap our last week on what happened with excellence and what might have not happened and all this other bull donkey. Um Number one, PC Rainbow Six team. They're still waiting on their playoff game or playoff seeding game, I believe, which will be 2 weeks from last from Monday, from the previous Monday. So in 12 days, um, we'll play another match. I believe it's for seeding going into the playoff. And like I said, in the playoff, we have to win at least one out of two games to make it into the finals, which will be in Cologne, Germany. So
Ooh.
that'll be pretty awesome.
Would you go?
It just depends if I have the kids or not.
Okay.
That's always a determining factor if I go to an event or not. If I have my kids, normally, like on when I normally have the kids, it's every other weekend. Now I have them most of the summer because they're home for the summer, of course.
Okay.
But normally I have them every other weekend, and they would throw a wrench in a lot of events. I hadn't been to an event in probably a year and a half, just because every time I'd have a team competing at an event, I had the kids. So it was like,
Oh,
damn, you know.
damn. Yeah.
But otherwise, that's pretty much all that we had going on this past week because we've been doing a lot of behind the scenes things, trying to get the stream team up to speed, trying to get more teams involved in excellence. So eventually, we're gonna have build back up to having our normal at least 3 pro teams. I'm talking to a few. It just takes time to get everything moving in the right direction. But otherwise, we're gonna move along with the podcast. We're pretty excited about the topics that we have today, because
Oh yeah.
man, oh dude, I'm so
Yeah.
excited. Me and Myth were talking before, and we were going over some of the stuff that we had to talk about. And man, I was like, oh, dude, this is fucking juicy, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. It was a lot of stuff to take in.
Yeah. So, um, ESL One Cologne is the CS:GO major going on right now. A lot of crazy things going on. The
Yeah.
first thing that we saw that caught my eye immediately. I haven't been able to watch too many of it. I've been going over like stats and stuff and looking at it that way, but I haven't really watched any of the games. But how about this Navi and Cloud9 game? They went into 3 fucking overtimes.
3 overtime, man. I wish I could have seen that game. Ah,
Like
that would have been so exciting.
Navi ends up winning the match 34-32, but just think about that. 3 overtimes. A normal CS:GO game normally lasts when you just go into 16. Normally it lasts for about what? If
Like,
it's like if it was a 16 or 15-15 tie, that's normally about an hour and 15 minutes because there's
yeah.
so many rounds played, right?
Yeah.
But then you add in another 3 overtimes, so they played a total of 66 fucking rounds.
Yeah.
I mean, that's double game. So I wonder how long the game actually took. Like 2.5 hours? 2 hours?
Probably.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
that is a
Like
long time, dude.
that is. That's just mentally straining.
Mm.
My God.
It's like how did I don't know. I mean, I've played games for hours and hours at a
Of
time,
course. Yeah.
but how do you play one single opponent multiple times, multiple rounds? I mean, you can't prepare for that.
No, 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 no. And that's what's so exciting about CS:GO. Like that's why it's still, it's still a really valuable and like relevant esport. Just because the maps are sure the same, but anything can change at a drop of a hat.
Oh yeah.
So like Cloud9, you never like Cloud9. You expected them to not even make the major. It was a surprise that they made the major and to like they qualified for the major, and then they go up against Navi, who I think they seeded them really high, the analysts, and like you expected. Oh, okay, Cloud9 got there on a fluke, whatever. There's gonna be an easy like 16-10 game. Let's just give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's give them 10 rounds, and to go to 3 fucking overtimes, like Cloud9 just came with like guns out, and no pun intended, guns out, and they just wanted to prove themselves, and damn, they did.
They proved themselves because Navi's a really good team. The fifth seed team, that's what you said, Fox. Yeah, Navi's the fifth seed in the world. I mean, and for Cloud9, which no offense to Cloud9, they're they're a good team. They're professional. They're better than me. I mean, let's be honest, they're better
Oh,
than me. You know,
I'm Nova 3.
right? For them to come out and get 32 rounds on Navi and force it to 3 overtimes, this is a pretty big accomplishment. I don't remember the map. Let me see what map it was.
It's Train.
Was it Train?
It's Train.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking Navi
Yeah.
is a beast on Train too.
I was gonna ask you that too, because like I don't think Train is like Cloud9's strongest map.
Right.
So
Cloud
it's
Nine's
that's even
strongest.
more surprising.
Yeah, Cloud Nine's strongest map, I believe, is like Cash or something like that because it's a fucking NA nothing but Cash. They love Cash.
Yeah,
So
like why do they like Cash, dude?
I don't know. It's C9's
You know,
weakest. Really?
C9's weakest.
Train is
Wow.
C9's weakest. God damn, Navi.
See, okay, like in the bracket right now, they're 1-2.
Yeah.
And they took Navi to 3 overtimes in their weakest map. Like they still have their head high. Like I hope they still they're like,
Well,
okay, we're still in this. Like we can do this.
well, looking at if you look at the tournament schedules and the standings, they're in 10th place right now. Top 8 make it to the playoff. So they're 1-2. And who do they play tomorrow? Let's see who they play tomorrow. Mirage is Navi's best? Okay, I got you.
Oh no, sorry, not Tyler. Immortals. They play Immortals tomorrow.
Okay, so they actually have a chance to go 2-2, and they would have to have somebody lose ahead of them, which would be currently they have Space Soldiers ahead of them, SK. So what would have to happen? Optic and FaZe are playing each other, so one of those teams are going to be 2-2.
Ooh, FaZe win, please.
You know, one of those teams are going to be 2-2 tomorrow, which is going to force. And depending on I can't find the actual. You do a lot of analysis on CS. Nice. You need to start coming in on the podcast. We talk a lot of CS on the podcast.
Yeah, we are.
Because I love CS.
I just suck at it.
I don't know.
Love it, just bad.
I want to find the groups or how they're doing. I don't know how they're doing the group stage stuff. Oh, they're using the Swiss system. Okay.
What does that mean?
I can't explain it.
Fair.
It's different. It's different than
the American system.
Right. I think what they do is they like have a hat pretty much, and they choose who plays who from a hat. I believe.
Okay.
I believe it's something Foxy will probably be able to tell us 100%. But I think that's what it is. They like choose everything. It's all from a hat. Right. If you go 2-2, it's down the rounds like in football. Yeah, soccer. Right. Yeah, pretty similar. That's what I expected. But I don't remember how they choose the group or who plays each other. How do they do that? Just let them know. We'll keep on talking about it, but
yeah, for sure.
Just let us know if you don't mind, Foxy, how they choose the Swiss system. But yeah, Liquid. These son of a guns are playing some maps. I mean,
Liquid is 3-0 right now.
Yeah.
Like they're playing like no tomorrow. They have something to prove.
Right.
Because their League of Legends team sucks. So they have something to prove about the org. Yeah. Right? Before they were Liquid, I don't know if they were Curse. I don't know if Liquid was in CS before, like they acquired Curse Gaming. Mm-hmm. But this is a tangent to League of Legends. So League of Legends had a team called Curse, and before Liquid merged them or bought them out or whatever, and they were known as the forever fourth team in League of Legends. So they were not a very good team because they never got into any of the playoffs or any of the.
Right.
They never got to Worlds and stuff like that. So when they bought Liquid, and when Liquid bought them out, and like I was always a fan of the org, so like I was just really happy that they got a new org, and then they got into CS:GO, and they have something to prove right now. Like they, it's a good org. I like the org, you know.
Mm.
Um, but 3-0 when what were they in the last major, or like the
Yeah,
last?
yeah, yeah. They actually went. It was a major before last, I believe. That they at MLG, I believe they came out second
Oh, okay.
in the world. They've been playing really well.
Someone
Um,
was replaced. I think the coach. I think they got a new coach, like
no,
Zeus, right?
no, they replaced. They also replaced Hiko, I believe, and they added JDM. If I'm not mistaken, I haven't really looked at too much of the roster changes, but I believe they added JDM, which JDM was on CLG.
CLG.
Yeah, they're not even close to it. They're sucking it up.
Yeah.
Last Cologne was in second, and MLG fourth. That's it. Yeah, JDM for Adren. What happened to Hiko? I thought Hiko had lost also. I thought he lost his
Hiko
spot.
Hiko went to Optic.
Well, he
I
did for a
remember that.
bit. He did for a bit.
Yeah.
He only played like one major or minor with them.
Mm,
So they've had a bunch of roster switches, and yeah, that's what is hard for me because I don't follow the scene like a adamant fan of. I'll just sit
yeah.
there. I watch the stats and all that and see who's winning, but I don't know exactly who's on every team. Yeah,
Mm,
end of contract. Yeah, that's what I thought. Hiko had left. I knew that, and I knew JDM was at it, but I didn't know who he was at it for. So that's good. But yeah, you got tomorrow. You have Geo Liquid put it to Optic earlier, so
yeah, they did.
that was pretty awesome to see.
Yep.
Optic is getting better, but they still have a long way to go. They really do.
I'm just praying that FaZe can,
Yep,
pick it up.
that's gonna be a great match tomorrow. Phase
Hmm.
versus Optic. That's gonna be a really great match. I'm
Yeah.
excited to see that. I'm probably gonna put that on the big screen upstairs and watch that because that's gonna be good. And I'm sure,
Gotta get your popcorn.
yeah, I'm sure that both. I believe FaZe is gonna win. I don't, and it's only a best of one, so I believe FaZe is gonna win for sure.
The problem that I have with FaZe is okay, like they're all like every single pro CS pro is like a really good player, obviously. But I feel that ever since they brought in Nico, I feel like they're relying on Nico too much.
Mm.
Cause I saw what like the last major or something like that. Um, whenever Nico died, like really early in the round, they they would have like a lot of trouble to close the round out to like bring it back or win the round.
Yeah, but
So like
Yeah, but in saying that, it all depends on the position that he's playing too. Like if
that's
he's
fair.
like, let's say on cash, if you give up mid on cash and that guy dies mid, it's harder to defend because they have so much map control going up mid. They can either go up highway, they can go through Z, they can go through vents, they can go through B main, they have A main, they have so many different places they can go to, and they already up one man. So if they stack a 5 versus 2, because even if you lose that middle player, they're gonna normal teams are gonna kind of scoot a guy closer to mid to kind of play it, but still on a site.
Yeah,
So they're pretty much it's pretty much a five versus 1.5. So it makes it a lot
that's true.
more difficult. I don't know. Um,
That's fair.
but we'll see tomorrow for sure. I'm excited to see that. It's definitely gonna be a good match. You got work?
Yeah, man.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
That sucks.
VODs,
Yeah,
VODs.
VODs are
I
great,
can't
man.
I can't look at Twitter or anything for
Yeah,
all day tomorrow. No spoilers.
it's definitely gonna be a great match. Another good match tomorrow is gonna be SK and G2.
Mm-hmm.
Um, um,
What are they
um,
standing?
right now as they're both 2-1. So
About to one.
between Optic and FaZe and G2 and SK, that's one of each of those are gonna go 2-2. So Cloud9 actually has a chance if they can get more round wins. So
Yeah,
that'll
that
it,
32 rounds that they won is gonna help them.
it So it's gonna be. It's definitely gonna be a crazy day tomorrow. 100%. Like you know, Nip and Liquid, they're in. Period.
Yeah, for
They
sure.
only have one game left. They're in. But then you have the third place from Mouse Esports all the way down to SK. They're all 2-1. So from third to eighth, it's all 2-1, and then the ninth through 14th is 1-2. So it's gonna be a crazy day. I mean, you have potential, so much potential for
Upsets.
upsets tomorrow. Man, this is gonna be a crazy day. I'm definitely gonna be watching that all day. I'm gonna throw that on and clean some house tomorrow.
I'm already upset that Virtus Pro is out.
Yeah, they're gonna be out, and it's frustrating because I love Virtus Pro. I think
Yeah,
Pasha is a great guy. I used to watch his streams whenever he
he's
streamed a
funny.
lot. He is funny as shit.
Hmm.
When him and Olaf used to mess with each other on Twitter and on streams, it used to be awesome. I used to love that. And I'm upset to see Virtus Pro all the way down to 1-3, man. Uh,
What
and
do you think it is?
I don't, I don't know. I think
Old age? Because they're all
it could
like,
be. They're all one of them or two of them might be my age,
yeah, and like
and
they're contracted for Virtus for like another 4 years or something like that.
yeah, at least two for sure.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what the contract was, but yeah, that's nuts. Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
but it's gonna be definitely a nuts day tomorrow because
Mhm.
everybody but the 15th and 16th teams and the number one and number two are all in it. Actually, Neil and Taz are 1.3 legends. Yeah, they are. They definitely are. I remember watching them back then, man. They were freaking awesome back then. That was the duo to watch. Neil and Taz. They were Virtus Pro freaking duo right there. Then you throw in Pasha with the freaking with the op and his shit talking. It was wonderful to watch, man. Definitely wonderful to watch.
I wasn't there for that.
You calling it nip and phase final? Calling it? I don't know.
Hmm.
Depending on the bracket, depending on the bracket, Nip might have to play phase because let's look at some of this. If if phase loses or even if they win, right, and it could go any way. Nip is
Yeah, there's
strong.
gonna be a lot of jumbling around
Yeah,
in this bracket.
Nip is very strong. I'm gonna give you that.
Yeah,
Nip is strong, but phase because they already dropped the game. It's going to be a tough one because if Optic comes out and sneaks it on them, Face is barely going to get into the top 8 if they're lucky. If all the other teams behind them lose or something. So
mhm.
if Optic comes out and whoops up on Face in that one best of one, uh, there's a chance that Nip will play Phase round one of the playoff because they normally seed it one versus
First and
eight
last.
and
Yeah,
and all that. So
that. Oh,
I really believe
it's
Nip. I really believe Nip is going to be there. They're going to be close to the. They'll probably get there because they won't see a challenge. Well, I say that, but man, there's so much. I can't say anything
yeah,
too much because until no, they can Foxy. They can't. They said it today. They broke it down because you'd have to break it down like who loses and who wins and all that. So
there's so many
I'm.
different options.
Mm-hmm.
Headaches.
So
Oh my
it,
god.
it might be it might not be possible, but I believe Nip is going to have the easiest road because they came out and plus they have the new roster or the new man. They're flying in honeymoon stage right now, so nobody can beat them. So I really believe they're going to get into the final. I really do. Now
Wouldn't you
for
say the same thing about like Liquid though?
no,
They're 3-0.
yeah, but
I, I
liquid,
I guess they could make it go to their heads and
yeah,
stuff.
because if the thing is if liquid holds on and they go 4-0 or if they go 4-0 in the bracket in
Hmm.
the groups, they're gonna be the number two seed behind Nip, unless they
Yeah.
have more round wins, of course. But
Hmm.
Liquid's gonna have a lot tougher road than Nip because if Liquid wins and they play like somebody like G2 or SK or even if Fnatic sneaks in somehow, they're gonna be playing some. They're gonna be playing some fucking teams. Like they're gonna have to
Yeah.
put their big boy panties on for sure. I mean,
Okay.
it's gonna be a tough road for more tough for Liquid, I believe, than Nip because Nip has been playing against some of these teams consistently, whereas Liquid, yeah, they play against some top teams like SK and but.
They don't
Uh,
have much competition here in NA.
Right. NA still. I mean, NA the gap has closed so much over the last like 2 years, but there is still a gap. There's still a gap between Europe and NA. Until NA wins the actual major, I won't take them serious. No joke.
Oh wow. No
Yeah.
faith in NA.
Hmm.
It was Independence Day yesterday.
Yeah, I ain't no lie. Now you got SK and G2 tomorrow. That's gonna be a great game. One of those teams are gonna go 2-2, and then
I want to watch all these.
one thing that's bothering me.
Which one?
Where is Astralis? I don't.
Yeah.
They won the last fucking major,
Yeah.
didn't they? I know they won against Virtus Pro in that show match of like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. But where's Astralis? Why are they not competing in this major? If somebody in the chat can let us know. I
Yeah, we
don't
were talking about that. We have no idea.
I don't know. I haven't really heard anything.
They
They
lost to Space Soldiers and Heroic.
what?
Oh.
Oh my god! That's why
Who's
Astralis is not there. Wow, Space Soldiers and Heroic? Oh my.
I don't even know those teams.
How did they not get an automatic bid though into it's crazy.
Damn. That's an
Uh,
upset.
that is because Astralis is a fucking team.
Yeah.
That is a
Sponsored by
crazy team.
Audi.
Oh man. And then you got Envy. Like I was telling him, Envy, they've gone downhill over the last year and a half. And Envy was such a great team for a few majors and minors. 16-3, 16-7. Oh my god, what happened to Astralis there?
I don't think they cared about this major.
Wow.
Damn.
Oh my
That's
god.
that's a wash. That's a wash.
That is
Damn.
crazy. But
No
Envy.
respect for the Asians.
Yes, I know, right? But Envy, like, I haven't seen him in the last few months. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, they've been silent.
It's
They've been silent
it's
on like every esport, right?
no. They're still in Halo and making
Oh,
headway in Halo, and then League of Legends. They're still doing pretty decent in League of Legends, or they
oh,
were. They were doing decent. I don't know. I haven't looked at them lately. But Envy for sure. They used to have a really dominant CS team, and then now they even added freaking Scream, and Scream is a fucking one tap god. So I don't understand where they're going wrong right now. Maybe they just need time to mesh more. I don't know.
maybe.
It's just weird not seeing Envy in a major because whenever I first started playing and watching CS like religiously, it was Envy winning some shit. I think he is overrated, but I think he has the best one tap in the game. I think as far as maybe playing with his team, he's not the greatest, but I believe individual skill wise, he's one of the greatest because he can fucking one tap for sure.
He's an online player, not LAN. Oh,
That's interesting. That's very
I mean,
interesting. A lot of
it's
people
all
like that
about
though.
mental fortitude. You know,
Yeah, you have to
playing
have
on
that
LAN is
mental.
so different.
Yeah, exactly. You have to have that mental for sure, for sure.
Yeah, that sucks.
Anything
That
else?
sucks.
Anything else in the chat y'all want to talk about the major points y'all want to bring up about tomorrow or even into the playoff this weekend? Let me know in the
Who do
chat.
you?
Same with Shroud. Yeah, Shroud. I think Shroud is an online
I
player for
like
sure.
Shroud.
Shroud is a good guy. He's a cool guy, but I think he's more online than Lamb for sure. Because it's kind of like some of these guys that get on a big stage and
Choke.
they can't perform. I don't want to say choke because I don't like to use the word choke, me personally, but I just think that some people when they get on land, it's like they're so frightened of the big stage, and what if they catch me doing something stupid or something that
So many
they
people
want
watching you, dude.
to they want to play so passive. I mean,
Hmm.
me, I'm aggressive all the time. I don't give a shit who's watching
Yeah,
me.
exactly, for sure.
Hell, me and Foxy were playing PUBG a week ago or something, and it's like final eight, and we're running across the fucking field, and we're shooting people on our left, we're shooting people at our right, while the gas is pushing us behind, and we didn't give a shit. And she just runs up. I get down, and I'm like, "Pick me up real quick." She's like, "Fuck no." She went run straight to the fucking dudes on the fucking mountain and was shooting at them from the mountain. I'm like, God damn it, Foxy. So we're definitely not scared to play aggressive. That's for sure.
That's awesome, actually. Like,
uh,
all right. So I have a question for you, John.
yeah.
Who do you think is gonna take the whole major?
Nip.
Nip.
I really think Nip will, just because their new team change, and I really believe that Nip is going to be the winner of the major. What's up? What's up, Kill Hit?
Let's see. I think just to be out there, I'm gonna say SK.
SK. That's a
I
good
think
pick too.
maybe.
It's just
Everything has to be played right, though.
I think SK has a really good chance if, depending on the game tomorrow versus G2, because they're playing a good G2 team.
Yeah.
I think if SK comes out and just stomps them, it's going to give them a lot of confidence going. I mean, they have confidence, of course, but it's going to give them that extra oomph to say, okay, we can do this again. You know, pull out another major. So I think it would be a really good thing to see freaking Nip and SK in the final. That would be a good match, I believe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see on Sunday.
Yeah.
It's coming
It's a
quick.
long way.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they start on the Monday or Tuesday. They normally start on the
Jeez.
Tuesday for a major, and they do the group stage, and then because once you get to Friday, it's going to be all best of threes.
Oh damn.
Yeah, all these are best of one, and then you get
Yeah.
to Friday, and it's a best of three, and then yeah, best of three all the way to the final. So it's gonna definitely be something to watch all weekend. I'm definitely gonna be watching.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited.
All right, moving along. Next subject, we're gonna talk about some PUBG. Um, I just saw like 2 days ago that they put some new work in progress pictures of a new map. It's gonna be a desert map.
Yeah, I
Um,
saw some of those too. Yeah.
yeah, I feel we were talking before, and I've had more time to think about it. Anyway, I believe the I believe it's a great thing, but then it also could have its drawbacks. The reason it's gonna be great is because it's gonna give the game a more diverse style because you're gonna have two different maps depending on how they play it. If they play it like one time you'll play, or it'll be random, of course. One time you'll play the old map. One time you'll play the desert map, and so forth. You know. But if they do like H1Z1 did, and they completely abandon the first map and just put in the second map, they're making a big mistake if they do it that way. I don't think they are, but you never know with some of these developers.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully, um, because the guy that made it was he branched out from H1, right?
Hmm.
So hopefully he's learning from their mistakes and doesn't do that.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, yeah, like Foxy said, they added the Glock 18. So that's gonna be a fucking beast of a up close weapon for sure. You don't even need to pick up a fucking SMG. If I find the Glock 18 and I don't find the and I don't find an SMG or anything around it, I'm gonna pick up the Glock 18. I'm gonna shoot people in the face. Yes, I know he came from Arma 3 first. Yeah, but he did some work on H1Z1 also.
Yeah, I know he did some work on.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Um, as far as like the last monthly patch, they added in I believe it is when they added in the VSS, which is a 9mm sniper rifle. This it's pretty useless for because it has a. I think it has like a 4 times scope on it, built-in scope on it, and it's nine
Okay.
millimeter, but and it's already silenced. It's good for up close. Like
Okay.
if you're at the end of the game and you need some of those quick peek shots with a scope and a silencer. I think it would
Yeah.
be a great thing. But I use it a little bit. I actually I hit a guy from across the river one time with it, but you have to fucking aim so fucking high
To
because of the
drop on.
bullet. Yeah, that 9 millimeter bullet drops off so goddamn much. So a
Yeah.
lot of people don't
Yeah.
like to use it, but I liked it because I was able to get close to people.
Mm.
And you can actually put it. You can put it on full auto also, and that's pretty
Oh.
cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It has a slower discharge than like a SMG or something, but it's still you can put it in full auto and it shoots pretty straight for a sniper rifle. I don't know if they classify it as a sniper rifle, but it's set up like a sniper rifle, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I think PUBG is doing really well.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, we just read some stats. They've sold over 4 million copies of the game.
In
If you
3 months.
time in 3 months, if you figure that out at $20 per, that's $80 million they've made on the game. Yeah,
In three
they
months.
they had the backstory stuff that they have to pay their developers and all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But let's give it for development and everything. They've used 30 million. They still have $50 million in profit right now in 3 months. Just the game.
Yep.
Since the this is the early access. This isn't the full game. This is the
Oh
early
yeah.
access. That they've made, let's say, $50 million in profit. So I think that's pretty
That's
fucking
insane.
substantial.
Yeah, yeah,
you
no, that's insane.
know?
But like a lot of that. Okay. The, okay. I've never played the game. I've watched some stream it a lot. I've watched a couple other streamers stream it a lot. So I've seen the game, and the game is good. The game looks like a lot of fun. Actually, after this podcast, I'm gonna buy it. You make me buy games every podcast. So, um, but like I think a lot of that success, aside from it being a solid game for early access, is that the streamers that stream it are like just influenced it so much.
Yeah.
So it's just really impressive that I think this is an indie company, right?
Yeah, they were, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, so just an indie company to make 4 million sales in 3 months. That's incredibly like that's super successful,
Yeah.
essentially. So I just hope with this releases because they said they're gonna release two maps, right? The
Mhm.
desert one and the snow one. I hope they continue to do what they've been doing,
Mhm.
like all these updates and all that stuff, just to
Mhm.
keep it fresh and stuff like that.
I think it's a great thing that they're doing. They're updating every month with or every week with small fixes and hot fixes and all this, and then every month they're doing the um, big optimization fixes and all that. I think they're doing a great thing. Like I haven't seen a game do that in a very long time.
Yeah, like
Um,
we were talking about it before. You were saying how like it just makes the game better, and
mhm.
it's just totally just branches off from H1
Yeah, people
because it just updates so frequently.
right. People want to continue playing it. H1. I mean, earlier this year they went like 2.5 months without updating the game, and that's when
Yeah,
I stopped playing it because it was just complete shit. And then they added fucking these shitty ass hit markers that cover your whole screen and distract your whole line of sight, and you're like, oh no, I couldn't do it anymore. You know, I couldn't do it anymore.
you would
And
think like a studio would like play test the patch that they're gonna put out before they make it go live.
they do. They
Oh
do.
no!
They added it to they
Oh
did a
no!
test server and they put it on the test server first and people were like this is crap. We don't want those hit markers and they still added them in. I think that's
Oh
one thing that Daybreak is doing that sucks is they're not listening to their fan base. I mean, plain and simple. If they
yeah.
would listen to their fan base, it would be a lot easier. You want a better Battlefield game like number three? Yeah. Well, Battlefield One is good. I got to give them that. Battlefield One. I played the shit out of Battlefield 1, and I still do every once in a while on PS4, and I love it. I honestly really do love it.
My favorite Battlefield game is Battlefield 1942.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Mm-hmm.
It was
That's
definitely a good
game
game.
a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I never played three.
3 was the best.
Next, what up, man? He knows. Next knows.
1942 was a shit. Jinx. Oh, me a kill. Oh, God.
Next knows, man.
Yeah,
1942 was the shit.
1942 was a good game. I played all the Battlefields because what would happen was with Call of Duty. I know we're getting off topic, but I don't give a shit. With Call of Duty would Battlefield would come out first, how they used to do it, and then about a week or two later, then the new Call of Duty would come out. So I'd play Battlefield for those 2 weeks religiously, and then and then Call of Duty would come out, and I would play that for the rest of the year. The reason I liked Call of Duty over Battlefield was Call of Duty with all the smaller maps. I'm not big on all these big maps. You have to run for fucking days just to shoot somebody in the face. I want to shoot somebody in the face right off of the corner, you know.
Fast
But
paced.
yeah, I like fast paced. Not fast paced like it is now, but that was last week's shit. I don't want to see none of that shit again. But oh, but yeah, it's as far as battlegrounds, getting me off this topic, Battlefield, battlegrounds. I think it's going to be a great thing going into the future if they keep on stimulating people to keep on wanting to play. If
Yeah,
they,
if they listen to their community,
yeah, if
like they're just gonna keep on getting money.
yeah, because I love the gun variation that they have in the game. Love the different um different attachments you can put on everything. Just a diverse play. Like earlier, I was playing. This was earlier this morning. I played like 2 games. I got so pissed off, but I can't get pissed off because I tend to do it also whenever it gets to the end. This dude was just hiding at the back of a tree, right on the edge of the gas.
Yeah,
And I had to pass him right up, and he waited until I got in front of him, and then just shot me from behind. It's aggravating at the time, but whenever you really think about it, it's pretty smart. You're like, damn, I shouldn't have did that shit. I should have checked the trees a little bit better or something.
yeah.
But let me tell you a story about PUBG. The first time I played duos with Nex, we played well, man. No joke,
Yeah.
we played fucking well. I had like 6 kills that game. He had like 3 or 4.
Okay.
We got to the final 2. I see both of them behind a tree. There's no way we can lose. There's no way we can lose because they're behind a tree. They have to come towards us.
Uh-huh.
They have to come towards us, and
Okay.
they have to come. And we're in like a little housing section, so there's like 2 or 3 houses around us. I
Uh-huh.
see both guys. He doesn't see them. I see both guys. I knock one down,
Mhm.
and I put the other guy to he had to have like 10 health. No joke. He had to have like
Oh no.
you blow on him. When the guy knocks me down, right? Because I fought 2 guys essentially.
Yeah, yeah.
He knocks me out, and I'm down, and I'm sitting there watching him. I'm like, dude, you have to push him. You have to push him right here. He's gonna end up medding up. So he pushes him. The guy peeks around the corner and just sprays him down.
Oh no.
Game over. I'm like, oh my god, Nex, what are you doing? He's
Classic.
like, I don't know. Whenever I clicked it, it went to the side or up or down or something. I don't remember what he
CS
exactly
spray.
said. I was like, oh my god, Nex, what the hell happened?
Damn. That has to suck.
But that was the first ever time that I played. My dogs are going nuts. That was the first ever time I played duos on Battleground, and I almost get a win, but because my teammate was incompetent. He said I was literally inside the guy and I couldn't hit him.
Ouch. Damn.
I don't know what happened there, but we should have won that game. But then I get with another guy, right? And he used to be on our stream team. You might remember him, Exist.
Yes.
Me and him played one. And this was like the second ever game I played. Well, we ended up winning, but I had to win top 8. I was by myself. He died because they got us both low coming out the gas, and then he died, and I couldn't pick him up. Well, I ended up getting 11 kills that game and it was a 1v7 essentially at the end, and I got the last 6 kills. I was just, and one of them, He couldn't believe because I had a sniper and I pretty much quick scoped him, which is crazy. I pretty much quick scoped him with a Car 98, which is one of the better sniper rifles you can find in houses and stuff, right? And
Yeah.
I pretty much quick scoped him, and he was like, "Oh my god, dude, you're a god." I'm like, "No, I don't know how I did it. I just pressed the button and I saw him, and I just shot."
The Call of Duty skills.
The Call of Duty skills, man, from back in the day when I used to be able to snipe real well. But but it was fun getting on the first two games I ever got on doubles and almost winning both of them. That was pretty good. And then we come with Foxy, and she's just running out in the middle of nowhere with people shooting from three different sides, and she's trying to kill people. So
Fuck strategy.
that's what she pretty much said. Fuck
You
strategy.
just,
I'm gone.
you just
Let's
gotta,
go.
yeah,
Let's go.
exactly. Balls to the wall, just that's it.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But um, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions in the chat, me and Kevin are both more than welcome and wanting to answer any questions y'all have. But that's pretty much the topics we wanted to get on this podcast. CS:GO and PUBG for sure, because those are the two hottest ones of the week. And
Yeah.
I'm sure next week we're gonna break down a lot of the major. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go down and really break down the seating and how everything went and the stats and all that. So that's gonna be our next podcast for sure. This will be a great. This will be a great podcast next week again. I think we had a good time again tonight.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, definitely. I always have fun on these podcasts, man. I really do. My dogs have fun too, as you can hear in the background. Yeah, they're cutting up back in the back. So, if y'all don't have any questions in the chat, I'll give y'all about 2 minutes to type some questions in the chat, and we'll answer a few questions, and then we'll go ahead and call it a night for the number 5 episode of the eXPodcast. Yes, sir.
It's gonna get up there.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna do something. That's for sure. We're gonna definitely keep at it because I enjoy doing it, and it makes it easy with you because we're both similar in games and stuff, and makes it a lot easier to do some of this stuff,
Yeah, for sure.
But anyways,
One day.
yeah,
Maybe. I don't know, dude. I've been playing that game for a long time. I just can't.
it's all about the spray, man. All about the spray.
That's what people tell me. But like, I get the spray. I know the sprays.
Mhm.
But like, I think it's because I still can't do like the moving shot. You know how like right before you start to shoot, once you're moving and you see an enemy, right before you shoot, you do the opposite button of where you were moving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't do that. I don't like my brain doesn't do that fast enough or think about it when I'm going to shoot. So I'm just like there. I instantly like move my hand out of the keyboard after I see him, and then I start to spray, but it's too late and I die.
Right.
So Nova 3.
Nova 3 problems.
Yeah,
All right, guys. I appreciate everybody that came in tonight. We will do some giveaways next week. Hopefully, we can get some more people in here. I want to get more people in here so we can do some good giveaways for everybody. Some G Fuel, some bags, all kind of shit. We got all kind of shit to give away. We just need to get some people in here. But anyway, guys, I appreciate everybody that came for episode number 5 of the eXPodcast. I'm John. See you guys later.
Later, guys.